world over, all our brothers and sisters, those are joining from different countries, from different continents, in different time zones, in different conditions. Just before this program, we had a program with Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, and I was quite worried when they told me that the third wave is coming to Malaysia, to Kuala Lumpur now. We only pray to Almighty that world over you all stay safe, you stay fine, you should take care of your health, you should take care of your family, you should take care of your neighbors, your community, your society, your civilization. जिससे जो अच्छा बन सकता है वो करिए. जिस तरीके से दिव्या लाल मैम from the flip learn is she's trying to do the best possible whenever I talk to her, whenever I meet her, and whenever we have a program with her. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady. Now, this afternoon, we extend a very hearty welcome. We have got a golden triangle, and we have got three distinguished guests. We have got Madam Alka, we have got Srinivasan ji, we have got Madam Nidhi. They all are joining us, and it's a pleasure to have all of them with us. Today, the subject is very interesting. Under the Making Education Relevant, it is 445th webinar, New Education Policy 2020 we are talking about. Now, ladies and gentlemen, parents' role in learning and education. Wow, it's a very interesting subject. How the kids are taking their online classes and how the parents are basically sitting next to their children, sometimes mother, sometimes father, sometimes some other family member, and children, how are they feeling? So we will talk about the mental part, physical part, psychological part, all the things we will talk about, and we will take that into consideration. Let me roll slides. International Chamber for Service Industry, ICSI, extends a very warm welcome. We deal with the non-resident Indians and the Indian corporate, and you will be proud to know that more than 30 million NRIs, now the figure has gone to 31 million, that is. And here comes Madam Divyalal and her entire dynamic team. They all are doing great job. FlipLearn is trying to reach out every child the best possible way. So they have now, during this pandemic, they have adapted and they have taken 300 additional schools, 15,000 additional teachers, and 3 lakh plus youth. And it is all being offered world over, wherever they are reaching out. It's a great job. Our blessings to Divya Lal ma'am. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the new education policy. When we talk about the new education policy, Honorable Prime Minister, Education Minister, they have done a great job, this policy. Now this is given to India on 29th of July. Great, great, great document. And we have got a lot of new things we will talk about. The only thing is let this pandemic get over. Things are getting better in India. It will take a little more time. Now, during this pandemic, we collected the data from the world over. And the next challenge which is coming to all of us from the world over is, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the water related crisis. Some of the cities like Bangalore, Chennai, state of Punjab, they are going to have acute shortage of water, and we got to take some very, very appropriate timely measures. And that is possible when you do women empowerment. क्योंकि घर गृहिणी से है, चाहे वो पत्नी है, चाहे वो बहन है, चाहे वो बेटी है, चाहे वो माँ है, चाहे वो टीचर है. But women empowerment is very important. We all have to understand. Our chamber is focusing on youth empowerment, and with that, teachers empowerment, our educators empowerment. और सबसे important चीज ये है कि हम सुबह 9 बजे शुरू होते हैं, रात के 9 बजे तक हम 12 घंटे 12 hours we are having a seamless connectivity across the world. And as I told you, we just finished a program with them. Before that, we had another program from Singapore. Now, soft skill or life skill. अब soft skills are very important. मैं सभी प्रिंसिपल जो आज आए हैं और जो हमारे आदरणीय हैं, जो आज अपने विचार रखेंगे, डेलिब्रेट करेंगे, I would make a humble request to all of you. By the time I'm showing these slides and I'm sharing the information with the world, can I make a humble request to you that kindly tell your teachers and tell your students they should come on the YouTube channel GS Motivator. G for golf, S for Shimla, Motivator, GS Motivator. They should come over there because we would like to give some cash prizes to teachers and some cash prizes to participants. They could be student, they could be teacher, they could be anybody. We will talk about that with some innovative ideas. We will share that with you. But meanwhile, I would request you, please come on the GS motivator, because so that we all from the world over, we are together on a common platform. Okay, so I was talking about soft skills. It is very important, you all have to understand, along with life skills, आपको टेक्निकल स्किल्स, आपको फैसिलिटेशन स्किल्स देवीलाल मैम से, फ्लिप लर्न से मिल रही है। उसी के साथ साथ आप बच्चों में, टीचर्स में सॉफ्ट स्किल और लाइफ स्किल्स, ये दोनों की बहुत ज्यादा जरूरत है। इसको डिटेल में कभी डिस्कस करेंगे। Our chamber at present is having more than 25 to 26 webinars per week, which we are taking world over. It's a wonderful journey. We all are enjoying quite a bit. We start in the morning, we finish late in the evening, and we are touching almost all aspects of education: school education, higher education, technical education, vocational education, skill education, competency, collaborative, creative, everything we are taking over here. Somebody may say that your programs are in English. I wish to share on a popular demand, रोज आना दोपहर को 12:30 बजे हिंदी में भी कार्यक्रम है। आज की युवा पीढ़ी क्या चाहती है, आज के युवक क्या सोचते हैं, आज की यंग जनरेशन क्या सोचती है, आज के मिलेनियल्स क्या सोचते हैं, मोबाइल फोन का सही इस्तेमाल कैसे करना है, यस, इसके बारे में भी बातचीत करेंगे। 12:30 बजे रोज कार्यक्रम होता है जो हिंदी में होता है। और यदि आप अपने कुछ लिंकेजेस अब्रॉड करना चाहते हैं, जॉइंट रिसर्च करना चाहते हैं, एक्सचेंज प्रोग्राम चाहते हैं, आप किसी कंट्री को विजिट करना चाहते हैं, फॉरेनर्स को चाहते हैं, तो हर सैटरडे और संडे रात को 8 बजे, और सारे के सारे प्रोग्राम, you don't require any login, you don't require any password, you should just come on GS Motivator on YouTube channel, and this program is also going live. जैसे होता है ना कट, वो क्या बोलते हैं, साउंड, लाइट, म्यूजिक, एक्शन, कट, फिल्म स्टार्ट्स, तो बाद में आप उसके अंदर से कुछ एडिटिंग कर सकते हैं। यहाँ कोई एडिटिंग नहीं है, जो कुछ जा रहा है लाइव जा रहा है। और दैट्स व्हाई वी गॉट टू एम्पावर। 3 शब्दों पर सारा संसार टिका है: मेकिंग एजुकेशन रेलेवेंट, मेकिंग एजुकेशन रेलेवेंट। मंडे, ट्यूसडे, वेडनेसडे, थर्सडे की हम बातचीत करते हैं तो हम यूथ एम्पावरमेंट की बातचीत करते हैं। फ्राइडे की बातचीत करते हैं तो वाटर मैनेजमेंट की बातचीत करते हैं। सैटरडे को बातचीत करते हैं तो हेल्थ की। हाँ, सभी बच्चे और सभी टीचर और सभी प्रिंसिपल ध्यान से सुनिएगा। आने वाला जो सैटरडे है, आने वाला जो सैटरडे है आपका, जो अभी आ रहा है, उस दिन शाम को 6:30 बजे स्पेशल प्रोग्राम है। क्योंकि आजकल हम टेक्नोलॉजी का बहुत ज्यादा इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, बैठे रहते हैं, वेबिनार करते हैं, प्रोग्राम करते हैं, तो स्पाइनल कॉर्ड को ठीक कैसे रखना है, आंखों को कैसे ठीक रखना है, कोई बॉडी में डिफॉर्मिटी नहीं आनी चाहिए, और किस तरीके से स्वस्थ रहना है टेक्निकल गैजेट्स को यूज करने के लिए, उसके साथ का कार्यक्रम है कमिंग सैटरडे फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस। नाउ स्वामी विवेकानंद की बातचीत करते हैं हम, तो आप यू शुड बी सो हैप्पी दैट स्वामी विवेकानंद जी ने 11 सितंबर 1893 को शिकागो में क्या कहा, सिस्टर्स एंड ब्रदर्स ऑफ द यूनिवर्स, और सभी लोग खड़े हो गए। सो एवरी सैटरडे 5 PM we have got this program also. संडे मॉर्निंग श्रीमद् भगवत गीता का आज की एजुकेशन सिस्टम के साथ रेलेवेंस क्या है, हमारे जो प्रिंसिपल उपनिषद हैं उनका लेना देना क्या है हमारी एजुकेशन के साथ, उस सब की बातचीत करते हैं। विद्या से अध्यात्म विद्या की ओर, दैट इज एवरी संडे मॉर्निंग एट 9:30। लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, उसके बाद 3 बजे हम आपको लेकर चलते हैं, एंड दैट इज इन द आसियान, वी आर 10 कंट्रीज एंड 650 मिलियन पॉपुलेशन। उसके बाद पढ़ाई लिखाई के बाद आपको रोजगार चाहिए, पार्ट टाइम जॉब चाहिए, कोई ना कोई किसी तरीके से आमदनी का कोई जरिया चाहिए। तो याद रखिए, कल एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट प्रोग्राम हम करने जा रहे हैं। सारे बच्चे और सारे टीचर, इररिस्पेक्टिव कोई भी एज हो, अगर मैं एट द एज ऑफ 72 आज भी सीखने को तैयार हूं, एंड आई लर्न फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ यू, यू ऑल आर माय टीचर, आई लर्न फ्रॉम शॉर्टेस्ट यंगेस्ट पॉसिबल चाइल्ड, मैं उनसे भी सीखता हूं बहुत कुछ। अभी 3-4 दिन पहले एक बच्चा आया और उसने मुझे कहा, कहते हैं अंकल एक बात कहनी है आपसे। हाँ, कहते मुझे एक बात बताइए, आप जो नेशनल हाईवे और स्टेट हाईवे है उसके साइडों में पेड़ लगे होते हैं। मैंने कहा हाँ लगे होते हैं, बहुत अच्छे लगे होते हैं। तो मुझे कहने लगा कि अंकल मुझे एक बात बताइए, वो जो पेड़ लगे होते हैं वो पेड़ों को हम कैसे सेलेक्ट करते हैं? मैंने कहा बेटा इसके बारे में मुझे तो आइडिया नहीं होगा, बट मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एनवायरनमेंट और फॉरेस्ट सोचती होगी। कहता अंकल वो पेड़ किस लिए लगाते हैं? मैंने कहा बेटा मुझे जो लगता है वो इसलिए लगाते हैं कि जो रोशनी है गाड़ियों की वो एक दूसरी जगह क्रॉस ना करे। आपने बीच में भी देखा होगा पेड़ लगे होते हैं। कहता हाँ अंकल ये तो बात है, और दूसरा ये भी हो सकता है कि कोई जानवर वगैरह। मैंने कहा हाँ कोई जानवर कोई कूद के सड़क तक ना आए, उससे दुर्घटना होती है सब कुछ। कहते यस। कहता अंकल मेरे दिमाग में एक बात आ रही है। मैंने कहा आई एम टेलिंग यू थर्ड क्लास चाइल्ड, थर्ड क्लास चाइल्ड। और मुझे क्या कहता है? कहता अंकल जो हमारे ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी हैं, जब उन्होंने लॉकडाउन डिक्लेयर किया और मम्मी पापा ने कहा कि मास्क पहन लो और घर से बाहर ऐसे नहीं जाना है, अब ध्यान से रहना है, तो मैं एक बात पूछना चाह रहा हूं, जो लोग पैदल चले थे, अगर उन पेड़ों की जगह फ्रूट के ट्रीज लगे होते तो वो मोदी जी से खाना मांगते ही नहीं, वो फ्रूट तोड़ते, खा लेते और अपने घर चले जाते। इमेजिन, दैट इज द इंटेलिजेंस एंड नॉलेज and wisdom and creativity of children today. So don't underestimate our younger generation. They are wonderful kids. They are beautiful kids. So आज भी शाम को 5 बजे बच्चों के लिए हम आजकल म्यूजिक पे बहुत सारी बातचीत कर रहे हैं। आप म्यूजिक से किस तरीके से एज ए हॉबी, एज ए स्किल, पहली बात तो मुझे ये लगता है कि म्यूजिक शुड बी इंटीग्रल पार्ट ऑफ एजुकेशन। उसके बाद जो म्यूजिक सुनता है, जो म्यूजिक एंजॉय करता है, चाहे इंस्ट्रूमेंटल है, चाहे वोकल है, चाहे क्लासिकल है, शास्त्रीय संगीत है, कोई भी संगीत है, और अगर आप भक्ति संगीत भी सुनते हैं, तब भी आप अगर म्यूजिक सुनते हैं तो आप कभी किसी के बारे में नेगेटिव नहीं सोचेंगे, आप हमेशा पॉजिटिव रहेंगे। म्यूजिक इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। सो दैट्स व्हाई मीडिया एंटरटेनमेंट सेक्टर स्किल काउंसिल के साथ मंडे, ट्यूसडे, वेडनेसडे, थर्सडे में 4 दिन, यस, क्योंकि फ्राइडे को सिंगापुर वाटर पे चले जाते हैं। तो आज वेडनेसडे है, शाम को 5 बजे मोहित सोनी जी के साथ मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्किल डेवलपमेंट एंड एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया के अंडर जो सेक्टर स्किल काउंसिल बनी है, मीडिया एंटरटेनमेंट सेक्टर स्किल काउंसिल के साथ म्यूजिक से आप पैसे कैसे कमा सकते हैं, अपनी पॉकेट मनी कैसे ले सकते हैं एज ए हॉबी, इसके ऊपर आज शाम को 5 बजे बातचीत है। और ये देखिए सारे बच्चों को, मैं हर एक बच्चे को एक ही बात कहना चाहूंगा, मम्मा पापा को तंग नहीं करना है, मम्मा पापा से पॉकेट मनी नहीं मांगनी है। अभी वर्ल्ड का एक नया ऑर्डर आ गया है, कम चीजों में रहो, कम पैसे खर्च करो, कम चीजों में निर्वाह करो और अपनी पॉकेट मनी खुद कमाओ। आप मेहनत करो। बाहर की कंट्रीज के अंदर 14-15 साल के अंदर बच्चा पार्ट टाइम जॉब करता है। ये तो यहाँ के माता पिता इतने अच्छे हैं, ऐसे संस्कार देते हैं कि मैं कम सो लूं लेकिन मेरे बच्चे को आराम मिल जाए, मैं एक शर्ट कम खरीद लूं लेकिन मेरे बच्चे के पास 2 शर्ट होनी चाहिए, मैं किसी भी स्कूल में पढ़ा हूं मेरे बच्चे को अच्छी शिक्षा मिलनी चाहिए। तो इस समय क्या आपका फर्ज नहीं है कि आप इस समय अपने माता पिता का कहीं साथ दें? तो कल याद रखिएगा, टुमारो यू टेक आउट सम टाइम, 11 बजे से 2 बजे तक सिर्फ अपना मोबाइल पूरा चार्ज करके रखिएगा। मोबाइल पूरा चार्ज हो और आप अपने मोबाइल के ऊपर आइए, चाहे आप टीचर हैं, चाहे आप प्रिंसिपल हैं, चाहे आप स्टूडेंट हैं, चाहे आप कोई भी हैं। कल आपको बताऊंगा कि आप एक महीने में 50,000 रुपीज जो टाइम आप वेस्ट करते हैं ना सोशल मीडिया को देखने में, उसको मैसेज भेज दूं, उसको व्हाट्सएप कर दूं, उसको मैं इंस्टाग्राम पे चला जाऊं, वो फेसबुक पे आ रहा है, ये स्नैपचैट पे आ जाऊं, कल मैं आपको सिखाऊंगा कि आप अपने मोबाइल से 50,000 रुपया महीना कैसे कमा सकते हैं एज योर पॉकेट मनी। किसी भी बच्चे को अपने मामा पापा से कोई पैसा नहीं मांगना है। वो बच्चा खराब है जो अपने मामा पापा को तंग करता है। और इसके माध्यम से कल एक नई चीज बताएंगे, एक नई पेडागोजी आपको बताएंगे कि आप सोशल मीडिया के साथ पॉजिटिव रह के अपनी सॉफ्ट स्किल्स, अपनी टेक्निकल स्किल्स और अपनी लाइफ स्किल्स, पॉकेट स्किल्स तो आपकी अच्छी होंगी ही होंगी क्योंकि आपको पॉकेट मनी मिलेगी। नाउ ऑल चिल्ड्रन, 3 चीजें हमारे ट्रायंगल में बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है विच आई विश टू शेयर विद ऑल ऑफ यू। योर बेसिक फूड, योर बेसिक हेल्थ एंड योर बेसिक एजुकेशन। B2B is no more business to business. It is back to basics of life, sustainable development of the world. Our chamber strongly believes whatsoever human mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. फ्लिप लर्न की दिव्यालाल मैम ने भी तो सोचा होगा कि मैं टीचर्स के लिए, स्टूडेंट्स के लिए, बच्चों के लिए, उनके माँ बाप के लिए, उनके माता पिता के लिए मैं ऐसा क्या करूं. दैट लेडी ऑलवेज थिंक्स, व्हेनेवर शी टॉक्स टू मी, वी ऑलवेज थिंक कि हम एजुकेशन को एम्पावर करने के लिए आगे क्या कर सकते हैं. किसी को लगेगा कि ये इतनी बार बात कर रहे हैं फ्लिप लर्न की, क्या मैंने फ्लिप लर्न से कोई पैसे नहीं लिए हैं, लेकिन वो अच्छे लोग हैं, अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, अच्छी चीज कर रहे हैं, तो मैं उनको सपोर्ट करना चाहता हूं. जो लोग अच्छे हैं उन्हें सपोर्ट करना चाहिए हम लोगों को, और जरूर उनको आगे लेकर चलना चाहिए. सो लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, whatever human mind can conceive and believe it can achieve, let's come together. Let's make education relevant. It's a global confluence of educators, motivators, technocrats, counselors, wellness experts, corporate, government administrators, and decision makers, all of them together. Wow, wonderful, such a pleasure. And today we have got Madam Alka, we have got Shri Nivasanji, and we have got Madam Nidhi. जिस तरीके से ये देखो जिफ के अंदर ये पेड़ ऊपर जा रहा है, उसी तरीके से ये तीनों प्रिंसिपल सोचते हैं कि हमारे टीचर और हमारे बच्चे, हमारे स्कूल के बच्चे जिंदगी में और तरक्की करें और आगे बढ़े. और उसी तरीके से we all come together, ladies and gentlemen. Let's 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 start this beautiful afternoon. Join me in extending a very hearty welcome to these three dignitaries and wonderful people those are joining us today. We have got a pleasure to have all three of them, and it's a wonderful journey. Now all three of them, they are in golden triangle. हमारा वर्ल्ड का नया ऑर्डर है, बेसिक फूड, बेसिक एजुकेशन, बेसिक हेल्थ. They three can decide now who would like to first introduce themselves, then number two, then number three. It's entirely up to them. First round, while extending a very warm welcome and a hearty welcome to all of you. हम लाइव हैं, यूट्यूब पर हैं, और जितने भी लोग जुड़े हैं, सारे टीचर, सारे स्टूडेंट्स, सब लोग यूट्यूब जीएस मोटिवेटर पर डालिए. व्हाट डू यू थिंक दैट पोस्ट पेंडेमिक, क्योंकि अब आस्ता आस्ता भगवान चाहेंगे, प्रभु चाहेंगे, ईश्वर चाहेंगे, अल्लाह चाहेंगे, जीसस चाहेंगे, वाहिगुरु चाहेंगे, जितने भी और बाकी भगवान बच गए सबको लाइन में लगा लो, ठीक है. ये सारे भगवान जितने भी हैं, लेट्स आस्क ऑल ऑफ देम टुगेदर एंड let India be once again to the normal conditions what it was before pandemic, and all of us we get to our basic system. So what should be the role of parents? But before we come on that, आप लोग जो टीचर्स और स्टूडेंट जुड़े हैं, आप YouTube पे डालते जाइए, what is your suggestion? What should be the role of parents as far as post pandemic and whatever in education? जो कुछ भी आपका मन का विचार आता है, आई थिंक 1,000 रुपया हमको पहले 10 मिनट में इनाम देना है किसी को. Meanwhile, I would request all three of them, they will introduce themselves and they will give a brief profile of theirs and their school. I would request all three of them. You can start in any order, you can start any way, anybody can take a lead. आप तीनों ही मेरे लिए पूजनीय हैं. नमस्कार, hearty welcome.
Nidhi,
yes.
Nidhi ji can start. Ladies first.
Wow.
Sure, sir.
Okay, that's great.
Sure.
See,
Thank you.
what a gesture! What a gesture! Great. Right, Nidhi ma'am? Yeah.
Hello, sir. It's Kamagani, Namaskar, Jai Hind, and very good afternoon to all the dignitaries present over here. I am Nidhi Adha, Principal, Vijay Central Academy Public School. I have been working in the school from last 10 years. And my school is in a bit rural sort of background, outskirts of Jaipur, a bit outskirts we can say. So I deal with such lot of parents and students as well. Mine is a co-educational school, +2, and sometimes with less support of the parents also, we are trying our level best to upgrade through NCC, sports, studies, spoken English, extracurricular activities, and whatnot from our side. My teachers are a part of my team, and along with them, including the management, I try my level best to bring my school on somewhere on higher levels in the Jaipur zone. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Next person, please.
Uh, Alka Sharma, Headmistress, Modern Public School, Noida Extension. It's a coeducational school. I'm with the school since last 10 years, and I would proudly say that we are the first senior secondary school in that vicinity. And we have all the three streams at +2 level. It's a senior secondary school. And we have about 700 students, 40 teachers, about 5 activity teachers, and we are trying to do whatever we can. We are getting students from Noida, from Ghaziabad, and a few from Greater Noida as well. So I would also like to thank ICFI and FlipLearn for giving this opportunity to us, to the educators, to present their views here. And sir, I would like to say, Dr. Sharma, that I'm really impressed looking at your age, looking at your
Very
energy
good.
level. And when I was reading somewhere, I came to know that your target is to have about 500 webinars till 31st December, and you are quite close to it. So my best wishes and congratulations, sir.
And
Thank you.
1,000 by 15th August.
Oh, that's great, sir.
Great.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you, ma'am. Thank you. Srinivasan ji.
Okay. Respected Sharma ji, my dear colleagues, co principals, and the participants. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Srinivasan, retired principal, just retired this last academic year. I completed my 60th year, and I had been having a chance to work in metropolitans and also in rural areas. I have worked with schools with the spiritual ideas, more driving them, and I have worked with government school also. So I have had parents of all varieties, right? Fully educated, fully informed, as well as we have to inform them a lot, like kind of first generation students. Now we had so such rural area also have worked, but everywhere parents are same. Their expectations are same, whether they are learned or not. Their expectations are same. So sometimes we have to increase their expectations to make the students' output better. So that way, I've been blessed with varieties of experiences, and again, this forum is also giving me an opportunity to share my experiences with my parents in the past. Thank you very much, especially for Mr. Sharma ji.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Pleasure to have you. Pleasure to have my two little sister and one brother. That's great. Three of
Thank
us
you, sir.
together, we will take on this onward journey. Now I wish to hear, पहली बात तो अपने टीचर्स को और अपने स्टूडेंट्स को लाइए. आपके 3 टीचर्स आए हैं अभी तक या 3 स्टूडेंट्स आए हैं. I am looking forward to a great participation. Okay. We have got Preeti Shakravar, we have got Shweta Gupta, we have got Julie, we have got Aditya Roy Chaudhary, right? So others yet to join. I would request all of you, please come and be a part of this journey. देखिए, I mean to say, you enjoy when there is a large participation. You enjoy when there is everybody is participating in that. And with these words, ladies and gentlemen, let's make a request to 3 of them, and they can share their vision and whatever their idea on today's theme. Kaki Garg has also joined, so we extend her a very hearty welcome. Okay, so I would say, what should be the role of parents, or what is the role of the parents? Okay, something very interesting I would like to share with all of you, because happiness is very important in life. Some of the people, they don't laugh, they don't smile, they don't enjoy the moment. They are very serious. They think if I'm serious, I will have a more impressive personality. But I personally feel they are living in some kind of a false illusion. When you smile, when you laugh over, and when you enjoy, you remain more healthy, happy, and the world is a better place for all of us. Now, at present, there is something very interesting. 500 principals were together in one of the webinars, and all of them they were talking, and we were discussing, and we were enjoying. And there was a lady from ASN International Delhi, Swarnalima Luthra, Swarnima Luthra. I think that is the name. And we just talked, okay, so you all principal, hearty welcome. She said, no, 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 we are not principals. I said, what are you telling? Who are the principals then? You are 500 here. You all are principals. Why are you saying? She said, no, no, we are not principals now. I said, then who is the principal? They say, our teachers are teaching, parents are sitting next to the children on their computer, and they are watching every teacher how they are teaching. They are the principals now. They are seeing everything which way it is being taught, and they pass on the comments. Oh, this teacher, she has done the homework. Oh, this teacher, she has not come prepared. Oh, this teacher gave some task to you yesterday, but again she is repeating the same. It seems that she has not prepared. Now, what I'm telling is the role of education is totally changing. The role of parents also is also changing. And also, I would like to talk to those parents who were earlier depositing their kids in the morning at 8 o'clock in school, like ATM, and they were collecting in the evening like a withdrawal at 5 p.m. when they were going home. Now they are having tough time because when you have to stay with your kids, different age group in the same family, I mean, to keep happy everybody. Somebody told me yesterday, if I share with you, who is going to be better employed post pandemic? So there was a laughter and laughter and laughter in one of the webinars. They told lawyers. I said, how come? How are you saying lawyers are going to be? They say because there are going to be more challenges. People have lost tolerating each other. So they want to separate now. I said, come on, don't say like that. Stay positive. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk positive, let's think positive, let's behave positive. And what should be the role of parents now during this remaining pandemic and thereafter once the pandemic gets over? How do you see the role of parents in education in the entire ecosystem in future? Anybody can start. We give you 5 to 6 minutes and then we will have the last round. Yes,
Okay.
please, anybody
Okay,
can
sir.
start. Yeah,
Yeah, sure, sir. I would like to start.
sure.
See, there are two things, sir. The topic very interesting because if we talk about the present times also, we have seen how they started. The pandemic started and teachers were online within few days. They were getting training, they were working day and night to prepare their lessons, and they were working. And what you said just now, there were parents sitting opposite to them. It was not only the children. So at that time, it was very important, or rather, the time is going on that parents, if they show positive attitude towards teachers, if they are monitoring the students, if they are involved, then only they are going to get the best out of it. Now, when it is coming to new education policy that we have been talking since July, everybody is talking about NEP, but at most of the places, in most of the discussions, we are talking only about what schools have to do, what administrators have to do, how teachers have to prepare, but nobody is talking about what parents have to do. We all, as educators, we know that unless and until parents are there, we are not going to get benefit. The children are not going to be benefited. So first of all, according to me, when we are talking about role of parents in new education policy, we need to know what parents have to understand about it. Unless and until they know about it, they are not going to work. So whether it is for, they should
We are having some challenge. Can you hear me, Srinivasan ji and Nidhi ma'am?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I'm.
Yes, sir, it's audible.
I think then Alka ma'am. Nidhi ma'am, you can take on.
Sure, sir. So the thing is that first of all, as I could not at that time, I would like to thank IFSI and of course FlipLearn for such a dynamic platform to share my views and the experiences as well, which we people are seeing or from last so many months. The thing is that Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Deva Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat
Sakshat.
Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurve Nama. But the definition of guru has been changed these months. The thing is that the role of parents have increased, and that was required also. Unless and until parents are involved in this complete scenario of online teaching or learning procedure, the results or outcomes which we expected from the students would not have been received. Somewhere we see right from starting, if we talk about just now, I was very pleased to hear that there are lectures on Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads and stories are being told. See, earlier days we used to see that parents were so much involved. We used to have joint families, and they were from time to time teaching them lessons in the form of these stories through these Upanishads, right? And that was indeed the main role, that we had ethics in our life, in our children. We had proper culture, strategy, and do's and don'ts in their life. If am I correct? Right. Nowadays, the parents have become so busy that they are not giving that quality time to their kids, which is very much required. Earlier, when we were sparing time, no anxiety, no irritability, no depression, no frustration used to be there. And nowadays, if we see, the facilities have increased too much, and still these problems might be mental or physical has increased a lot. So for that purpose, I would like to say this: the curiosity of the child, as you were sharing, sir, very good to hear that the child was having so many things to ask or curious to know many more things, but the parents do not have time to quench those curiosities, and that is must. And if it's not being done, then the results will be as we have seen everywhere. We used to see through social media and devastating results of that. So for that purpose, we would like to have maybe trainings. The role if we are talking about, few parents are busy, we know, even we are busy as well, but still apart from that, we should know our priorities. We are the being a parent, we are the role models of our kids, and what we do, they learn from us, and that is required a lot in this online mode of teaching. If we talk about practical things, the results have increased manyfold if the parents sit along with the students, with their kids. Because sometimes we may, the life has become monotonous from March, from 23rd of March, 25th of March. Since this pandemic, the life has become monotonous, as if every time same in the morning, same online classes, everything remains inside, confided inside these four walls, these same faces and everything, right? But if we, if the parent would get involved in this learning process through any mode, through this what teachers are teaching, through some other things, through social media, playing their main role in explaining what they have to learn, what kids have to learn from them. For that, they will have to put their efforts more than what they did before. That is required. And if not, then the child will be lagging a lot behind. And later on, we won't be able to cope with the conditions which we'll be facing, the results which we'll be facing later on. Many things I would like to share: the role of a mother in a child, in the child's life. As we should tell, I take 12th class English. We have two three stories so nicely being connected with the roles of parents, how they influence their kids, and as a result of that, they can improve or enhance their personality. So that is a major thing which they will able to learn in later parts of their life. But right
Let's share,
now,
let's share one of the stories. Let's share one of the,
stories.
yeah,
One story
let's
was
share one of the stories.
Delhi and the face. It is about some deformity. Two people were sharing. One was highly positive, Derry and Lamb. One was both were deformed, right? Some his Derry's face was burnt and Lamb's leg was broken. But the mother used to love him a lot. Derry was highly negative and Mr. Lamb was highly positive. So he used to influence him. He used to tell him something, share something, his experiences, so that at least he can have positivity in life and stop sharing people and stop neglecting people and having negative thoughts for that. But the mother of Derry has influenced him a lot and told that the thing only is there in the life is that have confidence in yourself, and through that the role only the parents can inculcate. Apart from the teachers, only the parents are there which can inculcate such great confidence in the child, so that through that they can come to know that yes, whatever we are with our problems or lacuna or whatever we have in our personality, but whatever we are, and that confidence should be developed if we need the personality to grow in later ages of life. The things which parents used to learn or do for the child's development is that, first of all, as I've told you, they should make them learn novel elements in and out of school also, apart from studies. I am not only telling about the studies which they do or this curriculum. Apart from that also, they can share their experiences. Through that also, a learning procedure will be very, very high. Out of that, they can monitor what the child's scenario is, what is its his or her timetable or schedule. So if he'll monitor nicely, then the child might not be able to distract somewhere where he used to be if the monitoring proper would not be there. Third thing is, then atmosphere in the house should remain pleasant. Try, the parents can try to improve the learning process altogether. They can have pleasant atmosphere everywhere. So the role of parents, of course, is a very major one. Although teachers, they are mentors, but the parents role will be very much increased, has already increased by now in 8 months, and will also be increased if they need very good results in the personality of their children. And that is must. If not, then we will have to lag somewhere in our life. Even in previous time, we used to have sacrifices of their parents. Everybody might have heard the stories of Sita Mata. She was being left, but due to love and kush, she stayed in the ashram and made them learn whatever she could by her sacrifices, and she taught them the lesson. Madalsa Rani and Rani Lakshmi Bai, she lost everything but on taking her kid along with her, and what she has done for the nation, that everybody knows. So all these things, role of a parent is to provide encouragement, support, and access to activities, making them play and playing along with them, making everything interesting around themselves to enhance this learning procedure more and more.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
And we go back to welcome again, but before that, let me say thanks to Saransh, Julie ma'am, Sati, then Kothi Ravi, then Sati, then Kaki, then Chitra Lekha, Priyanka, Chabi, Anshika, then Ravindra Jaina, Tapati Chatterjee, then Saroj Kushwaha. Kushwaha has to be from Rajasthan. Devashri Chatterjee, then Kalpana Gupta, then Ishra Sheikh and Swati Ghosh, Zahi Ahmed, Sahil Gupta, and then comes Navneet. Okay, hearty welcome to all of them. Pleasure to join. Nidhi ma'am, your views, please. We lost your signal in between.
Sir, Alka ma'am.
Yeah, am I audible now?
Alka ma'am, Alka ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, sir. Am I audible now? I'm sorry for the interruption. There was the connection was lost.
It is a part of the process. It will go on till the time seamless connectivity is given by Government of India.
Right, right, right.
Please
So, sir,
go ahead.
like I was talking about, yes, sir. I was talking about what parents basically need to understand about this, the basic structure, then that there is the bilingual, it's going to be the mother tongue will be there, then the power of language that is going to be included, the technology. We can see the technology, the way we are using today. We were, it was not like before 7 months, we never expected it to be like this. And this the children are going to be benefited because there is going to be flexibility of curriculum. So first, when parents, they understand all this, then only they would be able to do what we expect them to do. It is like they need to be, first thing is, according to me, they would be more involved. They will have to participate meaningfully in the formative years, telling them stories, poetries, quizzes, participating in different ways in their child's education. Then very, very effective collaboration would be required. They support with the teachers, with the counselors, because the way things are moving, the children would be needing all these things. So parents seeking support from the faculty, it could be through phone, it could be through email. So again, technology, collaboration, support from the school, from the teachers, from the counselors, then monitoring them. We know what the children do, tracking the process, their grades right from the beginning, so that they are able to take the proper action. They are able to diagnose what is to be done, how to correct them, how to guide them. That is going to be very, very important. And where another important thing, according to me, is continuous involvement as well as the positive attitude. If the parents are talking positively about teachers, about the school, then the children. So parents' attitude is going to affect. Then last thing I would like to say that the parents need to motivate, communicate, and encourage. We all need to encourage the learners. As teachers, we are doing. As administrators, everybody in the school is doing. But what about the parents? They need to motivate the learner. They need to respect the child's individuality. They need not compare the child with anybody else. And they have to guide the children, constantly encouraging them, praising them, and to have a very, very open-ended communication in this, because the times that are going to come are going to be very different from what we are seeing now. So they have to understand one very important thing, that they are going to learn new skills also. So this is what I want to say about it.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And yes.
Srinivasan ji. Srinivasan ji.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Yeah.
As I on every Guru Purnima day or a teacher's day, more predictably I used to tell all the students, and then evening when they return, they should actually wish their first teacher at home, the parents, right? Happy Teachers Day and Happy Guru Purnima. They had to wish to them first because they are the first teachers, right? Nowadays, teachers have to play the role of parents. Parents have to be playing equally the role of teachers as well. So I consider the role of parents in education first as passive and active. In the passive role, it begins right even before the delivery, right? The way we had been just reading in our Puranas, even during pregnancy, the knowledge is developed in the fetus. Even after the delivery, the child has to be given such an environment, such an exposure, such an encouragement that the child gains confidence and faces the world outside, right? Including the school. School is that time is an external world for the child. So now in the new education policy, this is recognized, and the government, they say, is planning curriculum for the parents, the line of ECCED, that the parents will be taught as to how to teach the children below 3 years. This is going to be more technical. Yes, it's okay, but all the parents do say, whenever you just approach them, or whenever they approach you, they say, they express their worry. We are worried about the children not listening to us. Like I used to tell them, right? Don't worry that the children are not listening to you, but you should be worried that they are watching you. Okay, so they are observing you. So in such a case, there are a lot of things now in the new education policy insisted. Many skills that are the attributes the students should be given. There are plenty of such in the list. All of you can just go through the list. There are plenty. Just tell a few: ethical, moral, reasoning, constitution values, gender sensitivity, citizenship, environment awareness, current awareness. So, and many more are there, which cannot be done only in school. There should be equal contribution from the parents. So, in the passive role, the parents have to behave in such a way that the children pick up all these good qualities, traits, values, ethics, and morality, and everything. And even that work is divine, right? But that has to be developed at home, not in the school. It has to, all these things, valuing great things, valuing others, property, public property, all those things have to begin at home. So this is a kind of passive role the parents have to put up right in front of the children so that they learn. In the active role, there are two. One is ensuring that the organizational requirements of just like homework or a project or all these things are done from time to time, because the children with their own not priorities properly set, they may not be completing the task within time, which slowly may be the cause of their poor performance at a later stage. So right from the childhood, the parents should be just be the personal assistants to the children, helping them in organizing their commitments. In the active role, it is possibly it is told that the parents should be educated. Yes, at least 60-70% of the parents nowadays are educated, at least to that extent. If the parent starts studying with the child from first standard, with her 8th standard or 9th standard, 10th standard knowledge as an input, the parent can still grow with the child and teach the child. The physical maturity will definitely help the brain of the parent to impart the knowledge to the child. I know some parents who have gone with the child from lower class to higher class. The children are now in abroad, but these parents are now taking tuitions and earning a lot of money, which they would not have been able to do, right, if they had been keeping only passive role, if they had been doing only the passive role of parents. So the thing is as such, they can do. If they cannot do, they should communicate to the school, and school should be able to complement. School should make a mapping. What are the requirements of the children? What are all the parents' strengths for each child? So there are going to be some cells of this matrix which are empty or which are with lower values. So there the school will have to plan and provide certain strategies, certain methods, share the resources so that these parents are complete teachers. The government is planning to train the parents with the teaching skills up to third year of the child. Now we have to do. Moreover, there are many things now involved in the new education policy and the overall development, holistic development of a child. We have to depend on the parents' feedback, the input, or some kind of report from the parents. So there is a parent assessment is there. They have to assess on so many things. So for that, they should be educated. The parents should be well educated. They should know what is the program, what is the curriculum, what is the meaning of these things. Can they just give marks? If they just give marks, what's going to happen? Now there are so many things depending on the group activities, group studies, group projects, and buddy systems, all those things in the local area, especially during this pandemic situation. The local area students are made into small groups. Some parents were made in charge of those groups. They will ensure that the small group, when they meet for studies online, there is a monitoring in rotation. The parents, 6 students are there in the group. Then one parent means once in 6 meets, only the parent is getting getting engaged in supervising. So like that, there are a lot of things now, even during this pandemic, even after that, when there are going to be a lot of online sharing, progress of studies and all that, parents have got a supervisory role, if not academics. The parent may not be good in that, right? In the olden days, father was the guru, mother was the guru, that's all. Especially for the ladies, girls, right? They had not been sent to Gurukulas, but they were intelligent, they were knowledgeable. That's because of only what parents were giving. They wanted specialized knowledge, they were sent to Gurukulas. But still, when it is one-to-one, it is purposive. It is customized approach. If the third person enters the conversation, there is a compromise with what is conveyed, because everybody should understand. Now we are teaching minimum of 40 students in a class. So everything reduces to common denominator, and least common denominator, right? It is least common multiple. It is least common denominator factor, like kind of thing, common thing. It is very, very small thing. So there is a very serious compromise on the quantity and quality in the classroom. So the parents will have to play some extra role in complementing these things or fulfilling these things. For that, definitely there will be some apps. There are a lot of things available, especially like this flipped class method is a wonderful thing which I introduced even many years ago in some other name. I used to call it pre-class, class, post-class. And pre-class means they have to come study and come and sit in the class. Whereas now it is a little more advanced. They do almost everything. When they come to the class, what happens is the range is reduced. The best student and the very slow learner, the gap between them is reduced because of the flip learning kind of pre teaching or whatever it is. That is required. So this can be taken care only at home by the parents. The parents have to do. Everything cannot be monitored by the school. There are facilities in the new applications, but still, whether they are doing it in more, there is no cheating element at all. All these things are to be ensured only by the parents, and definitely this is an active role, even though it is not directly academically active, administratively it is active role. The parents can and should play. So in this, because the schools are also benefited by this, the schools should take the responsibility of educating the parents. They have to educate the parents on many, many, many things. What is required of the parents we should know, and we should try to complete them. For example, just there is a long list, perhaps the day will not be enough, right? But still, just to tell a few, a comprehensive learning, right? Learning home environment. A comprehensive learning home environment is required. How is it contributed? Highly potential aspirations and expectations. There's nothing wrong in having high expectations comparing to oneself, not with others. rich language at home. They should not be talking any bad or filthy language. They should try to talk better and better language at home. And um, academic support and guidance, if possible, and stimulation to explore. Everything should not be given to them. If the school gives a project, the parents should not just do, okay, you do something else or you eat, I will finish the project before you finish your eating. No, not that. So they should actually help them in even exploring. Starting like this, there are a long list of things where parents can definitely do, but many of them, all the parents may not be knowing. The school has the responsibility to train them and take their thing. So for that, I had involved them in many school programs. Parents I used to involve in rotation, school activities, right? Sometimes even as a supervisor, sometimes as conducting some program, maybe students election or whatever it is. Like that, the parents have been involved to know that this. So this experience will help them in taking the children. The parents should know what is the present day's school environment is. So when the parents come and sitting in the principal's room, put their demands, I used to ask them one thing. Okay, your child is in 7th standard. Okay. What of your age this child was born? They used to say 32. So when you were 32 years, this child was born means your 7th standard was 32 years ago. In this 32 years, you do not know how much the world has changed and India has changed. The education system has changed, the methods have changed. And if you still expect the same old thing here now, it won't work. And I can prepare this child when it becomes, will be fit enough only for 2019 or 20 or 18 or 17, not 2030, 35. Then the people used to understand. So the thing is, sometimes we will have to give them a logical opposition or clarification, or some way we have to educate them, we have to make them understand and take their support definitely, and we can definitely do. There are a lot of negative attitudes of the parents, as has been mentioned by one of my colleagues here. When they talk badly about the school and system, teachers, subjects, whatever it is, that is going to have a very serious effect on the children. The parents should desist from doing that. But this is to be taught to them by the school because it comes naturally. The people used to complain whenever their expectations are not met, and they got a lot of expectations. They want to outsource their parenting to the school. That cannot be done. That cannot be done. You can outsource cleaning aspects, but you cannot outsource cleanliness. You can cleaning job you can outsource, but cleanliness is your responsibility. The same way here, the people, the parents should understand that okay, I cannot do everything. I am not subject expert in everything. Here is a school. This school is giving subject experts for different teachers for different subjects, and they ensure that the child is getting anything and everything for holistic thing. What I should do from my end? The parents should be made to realize that they have to do, and there definitely the schools will be successful. The child will be ready to face real life challenges. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Parents have got a very important role to play in the times to come, ladies and gentlemen. It's no more that you just send your children to school and you feel that the principal and the teacher and the ecosystem of school will take care of everything. This pandemic has taught all of us a lot of things, and there has to be a new order of the world which we have to consider. We have to understand, and we have to be equally accountable and responsible as the education ecosystem with principals and teachers is concerned. With these words, my deep